Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Shut up! The mic, boy. Check. Shut up! Hey, it's shot! Hey, shut up!
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Harvey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
One more, ready? It's the mic. 56 is the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now. 56, the mic, boys. 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Ready?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I got one. Check. 55 to Mike. Trap 60. Trap 60. I'm coming up.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Mike, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Cup 19.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
You think you gonna get this? Wide. Get wide. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 55.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Open man is Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Samson Abukum providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56 the mic. 56. Report. Watch the screen.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's going the other way. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Shot! 183! Mike! Shot! 180!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harvey, stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Not my house. Not my house. Shot! The mic. 180! Check 50. Shot! I got you!
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
53's the mic. 52.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Baby, run harder as the game gets longer, baby. That's it.
Hey, let's feed him. Let's feed him. Let's go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Burrow. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the carry, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement. I'm putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Come on, baby.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he finds Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Viking 18.
Danny.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Fresno.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They're in the second quarter now in Vegas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
20, Mike, 20.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Set hot. 56. 180. 180.
They run the counter. Harvey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Set hot. 180. Right there. 180.
Say nothing.
On a shot. 56 the mic. Middle. The mic.
Stay with your man.
56.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Let's go, Heavy.
Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Set hot.
56.
180. Set hot. Set hot. 180. Set hot.
On the option, Jackson will keep it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Oh, already.
Mike, 26, Mike.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. A throw over the middle, taken in. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Oh, we're ready. I'm quick, ready. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake, because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Slam.
Now Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get in there. Check 43.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Switch.
Now it's Burrow. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You don't want it? You don't want none of it. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Now it's Burrow.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's do this.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Bang, 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 bang.
Cowboy 80.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up second down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Check the outs.
180.
56 the mic, boys.
Finish it out.
Check 56.
Hey, Ozzy. Sit out.
Get in the weight room. Mike's 56.
Finish it out.
Throwing again. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
180.
53's Mike.
Finish it out.
53's Mike. I got you. I got you.
From the gun, Jackson.
53.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Alert! 3 down.
Now Burrow. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
18, Pioneer.
3 down.
On the ground, it's Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
We got 3.
I got you, 45.
Hey, watch edge.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, baby. Mike, 55.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys have taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hey, report. Report.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harvey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Take it in at the 22. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Warrior 70.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. That'll be complete to Cook. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hey, check Mike.
Burrow on third down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
On first down, it's Harvey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 21.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Burrow will throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
Shift.
18 Rattler.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Oh, ready? Hey, move.
53 is the mic.
Here we go.
Check.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
Check Mike.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Samson Abukum picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
I got him. 79 Bronco.
Check. 55, Mike.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
He's scared. 55 is Mike, guys. 55.
Trap 60. Give me that ball.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Championships, baby.
Mike 55. Mike.
Cup 19.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Watch the slant.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and a mile.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Burrow. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there on third down. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Mike 55, Mike.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
Baby, get him, boys. Get him, boys.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Rosa's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, let's go. Let's get it on, baby.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And he's on the heels of winning the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award. He had a pair of sacks in last week's game, Charles.
So much for adjusting, so much for game planning, right? You know that he had the 2 sacks last week. Why aren't you able to block him? Sometimes the superior athlete just wins.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
Good track. Good track.
Buying time. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's
Samson Abukum getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Rosa's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike's 56.
Operating from the gun, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Harvey. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Already.
56, Mike, 56.
Go.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Stop your whining.
Jackson will throw again.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Ready? My God, 55. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL.